Hey guys and girls, welcome back. So, yeah, we have to... The first circuits.
Can you go?
Okay. So we have to... Oh, I can go back to High Guard. Okay. Let's see. So, last time around, yeah, they came back here. Bertrand started some weird chain reaction again because he's crazy. We're gonna go rest before we do the... Oh, no, we're already good. But we're gonna go sell and maybe buy some stuff.
Oh, of course. I'll take those.
Thank you for the tip, by the way, because that was very useful to do. We should have new stuff, right? Lucky staff, yeah.
Here you go.
Lucky staff for you.
Here you go.
And that's about it.
Oh, of course. I'll take those. I'll take good care of them.
Alright.
Thank you for your business.
And let's go. Back to the forest.
Let's go.
To Gunungaga. Alright, so this way, right? We gotta go, get to these 4 circuits and activate them so we can be able to stop the flow that's going into Trand, and, it'll help us out. Cloud looks around here but sees no such device. What could this be?
Oh?
The Ariana is perplexed. You sense a mysterious power flowing about the empty air. The moment you reach out, the power dissipates and silence returns. The other 3 appear to have sensed the invisible flow when you reached out to it. Seems to have done something just now. Are we all done here then? The young man's uncertain tone, the Black Guardian's voice sounds. The flow of power has ceased. Stop the 3 remaining circuits. Yeah.
Let us give it our all.
We'll do our best to save Tran. The whole guild, united in purpose, moves on in search of the next circuit. I hope this stops it and, like, Black Guardian isn't tricking us or something, because he could use either one of us, honestly, for his deeds. Easily enough, or both of us, to seal the calamity for like 200 years. Bada bing, bada boom.
Get the codex out.
The next one. We're half done. I wonder if the old man's okay. Sir Flavio, you needn't look so worried. I'm certain that he's well. You're right. Worrying about him isn't going to help. Let's go find the others. Alright,
Keep calm, everyone.
These are weird, creepy looking things. Pumpkin looks like to me. But that thing looks like a weird, like, bloated, disgusting guinea pig? Well, I want to say. Oh, it just looks weird. Surprised they haven't been able to run into me yet.
Solid win.
Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. Oh, he's gone.
Hey, something's coming our way.
Battle time. This strike.
You're both
We did it.
deaded.
I've leveled up.
42. Next one.
Oh,
Third one.
found something.
Chloe speaks out at a dead end where you see nothing as before. You can tell that the mysterious power is rich within this empty space.
The next one is the last.
Then Tran will be
Just
saved.
one more.
You forge onward in order to accomplish your goal in saving Bertrand.
It's weak to ice.
Hmm.
Mission crossed.
This is it. You're strong.
Hope we can save the old guy.
Well,
He's got someone that cares about him too much. I mean, sure, I have people, but
We are
you
strong.
know, hey, she's a kid. She needs a Tran. She needs it.
oh,
Could this be the last spot? You can tell the mysterious power is rich. Touch it. That's one of them, yes. The woman smiles to you cheerfully as you nod. You hear a familiar voice speak of you. Can hear me. Can you hear me, Luke? Is this the Guardian? Where can we find Bertrand? Bertrand is in the Hall of Succession, suffering due to the power that has flowed into him. That power is already trying to change him. How can we help him? Go to the Hall of Succession quickly and remove him from these lands. If you don't, the man with the mark will be swallowed by that power. Swallowed? The ability of Fafnir that Luke should have gained are being inherited by another with the mark. I suspect the ritual will work improperly if someone who is not the champion I certified were to inherit them. What I do know is that if it doesn't go as planned, the one with the mark will be left neither human nor Fafnir.
this is a problem.
It is the worst case scenario. If it came to pass, Ganungagap would be no more and I would be the last Black Guardian. That is why you must hurry, Luke. He's in the Hall of Succession.
Let's end this quickly.
The old man must
Right.
be tired of waiting for us. Wait for us, Tran.
Mhm.
Your guildmates look to you and you nod your assent before you hurry to the Hall of Succession. Alright, for that, though, we can actually just take an Ariadine.
Let's go back to
And
town.
it'll be simpler to do that, so we can just go to the forest entrance and spawn at the
Let's go.
the pull. When you return to the first room, you sense a new and strange present from beyond the door.
There's
Presence.
something strangely oppressive in the air.
As the woman speaks, you hear a familiar voice echoing. He has reached the Hall of Succession.
Trand?
I do not know, but I do sense power gathering now within the hall. If left unchecked, that power will flow into him. You must hurry and stop this. Well, first we must hurry and save. Let's go. What's with
What
this
the
heat?
heck?
With the first step inside the door, an intense heat surrounds you. In the
Trand?
center of the room is the man you have been seeking. We've come to rescue you. Rescue me? Bertrand's voice turns cheerful as he responds to you. You seem fine. I guess my hunch was right. I thought you'd get released if I took your place during the process. The man's breathing is labored and he looks to be in so much pain that he might collapse at any moment.
Trand!
The black-robed girl starts to rush to his side, but the man stops her. Don't come near me!
Sir Bertrand!
Though you halt in your tracks, Bertrand backs away, putting more distance between himself and the group. What's wrong?
Old man?
You have to return to the surface. I can't. The power flowing into me. It's... The unnatural vortex of heated wind continues to whip around Bertrand as he glances about. No! The power that should be yours. It is all flowing into that man. Oh no. So did he just transform into what he said was not Fafnir nor human? Whatever that is. Oh jeez. Oh, he's striking quick as hell. Damn, he's big. Tran! No way. It's the old man. He's turned into a monster. Sir Bertrand. No. Bertrand, come to your senses. Please heed our voices. To think things would turn out this way. Guardian, isn't there any way to return Sir Bertrand to normal? There is one possibility. The reason that he has gone berserk and become a monster is because the power in this room is flowing into him. If you can stop him before that power settles within him, thereby releasing him from its grip, there's a chance that he will be saved and the transference of power will take place as planned. Luke. Alright, leave it to us. Thank you, Luke. Then I pass on the power remaining in this room, and the last of the power that I hold to you. Fafnir Knight, it is time for you to become this generation's Black Guardian. Uh-oh. Lucas's force break evolved to become Akashic Nova. You now have power equal to that of the past Guardians. Now go! Look at him! He looks so cool! Ah, and this music. Holy shit. Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta focus. I'm so hyped. Use your axe first 3 times. Alright, do that. That sounds good. Bring up the attack order. Multi-shot. Ah, this music is so hyped and that's so cool. Alright. I gotta focus. Go for a guard slash. That's so cool though. Rising Flame. Transform. Alright. So I can attack 3 times pretty much now, right? Meteor Smash. Meteor Smash. Meteor Smash. Multi-shot. Guard Smash. And again? Oh no, he didn't go 3 times! Control device has booted up. We're being burned by the flames. I was supposed to go 3 times, right? I don't know. Stun. Force. Akashic Nova. Do it. Actually, that's probably gonna burn me out, right? Wait. Oh no, I only have 1 turn left for transformation. Alright, yeah. Akashic Nova, do it. Let's see how this does to me. Oh. Guard Smash, go.
My aim is
Overpower. Freaking awesome! Wow, that killed him. That was amazing. You've discovered a new
Take the
monster,
codex
the
out.
Demi Fafnir. The monster falters and then falls to the ground with a heavy thud.
Trand? Trand!
Old man!
No!
Bertrand's monstrous form remains limp on the floor before you. Trand's still down. He's not going back to normal? The black-robed girl wears a shocked expression as she approaches the fallen monster with halting steps. Aww. Tears flow from the girl's eyes as she gazes upon the unmoving hulk that was once Bertrand.
Damn it!
Wake up, old man!
I won't accept this!
As each of you stands in shock at the sight before you, you notice a figure entering nearby.
Please don't cry, daughter Gervais.
Who's this? Is this the one he was sent to protect, maybe? Gervais? It's Trent's family name. But that family died out a long time ago, so no one should know the name now. Who are you?
The one you knew as the Black Guardian.
Oh, this is the Black Guardian? So it was a girl. What? I'm so confused. They say girl, they say old man. The Guardian? You?
Is this clear?
In the battle just now, I bestowed all of my power upon Luke. The power that had transformed me into the Guardian is lost, and as a result, it seems I've retaken my original form. Though this body will only last me a short while, the Guardian is sorrowful as she gazes at you, and then what was once Bertrand collapsed on the floor. With my powers gone, there is little I can do. Still, the Guardian steps toward the limp figure and kneels to gently touch its monstrous back. I can release the power that remains in you. As the Guardian softly speaks, the fallen monster begins to glow.
My goodness!
What?
Is this really happening? As light pours off the monster's body, what remains is... Bertrand! Bertrand lies before you, restored to his human form. We were worried about you. Chloe, Luke, am I dreaming here? I went into the Hall of Succession to take your place. Is that you, Violetta? Bertrand's voice drops to a whisper upon seeing the Guardian, as if he cannot believe his eyes. The Guardian he called Violetta smiles a bit bashfully.
Yes.
I never thought we'd meet again. But though the years have passed, you never change. You always do such reckless things for your friends. That's why I wanted to protect you. I'm sorry to bring you so much suffering all this time.
You're so stupid.
You're the kind one, not me. You tricked me and shut yourself away for 100 years for my sake.
You are...
As kind now as you were then. To meet you again in my true form, and to see you together with them.
I have no more regrets.
Violetta! I must depart now.
Damn it!
Wait.
Violetta, wait. There's something I need to say to you.
But in response to Bertrand's cry, the woman only smiles and turns to you.
Is this clear?
The mechanism of the ritual here in Ginhingagap will collapse. From here on, there will be no new guardians. You're the last to inherit our power. That is why there is something I must ask of you. Ginhingagap has met its end, and the calamity shall awaken. Tell the Lady of Hyligard. She should hold the key to our last hope.
Trust this task to you.
Damn, so that was the one he was guarding. And she took his place, probably, as what happened, and that's why he still was able to live. With a bright flash, the woman disappears. The moment she disappears, you feel a subtle change in the atmosphere.
Seriously?
She's really gone. She must have used the last of her strength to save Sir Bertrand.
Oh dear.
She could have waited. She was always such a selfish girl. She'd say whatever she wanted and never listen to a word I'd say.
Trand?
Are you crying? I'm not crying. Yeah, he's crying. He's not crying. What's with you?
Pardon, but...
Sir Bertrand, may we inquire about the lady we just met?
Uh-huh.
She said she was the Guardian, so does that mean she was the last generation's knight?
Sure.
Violetta was the daughter of the Mark 100 years ago. I was her knight. But during the ritual, there was a problem, and I had to briefly go back to our homeland. I insisted that the ritual had to go through, but she said I should return. I presumed everything would be fine, but when I returned, there was no one left in the ritual hall. With no idea what happened with the ritual or where she'd gone, I was left in the dark. Old man, I was always scared. I thought that if the calamity ever swallowed up the world, it would be because of my screw-up. And when I realized being the Fafnir Knight made me long-lived, I decided to wait for the next ritual, 100 years on. I thought maybe then I'd find out where she disappeared to.
Etrian, please be patient.
Do you mean to say that the previous lady successfully undertook the mantle of the Guardian herself? That is not the case, daughter of the Mark.
Huh?
Who is this? I am the original Black Guardian. I created the system and have watched over generations of Guardians.
My.
The first Guardian? That is correct. I have overseen the Fafnir Knights selected by the ladies for generations. And with them I protected the seal on the calamity. In the last ritual, a daughter of the Mark named Violetta came to Ganungagap alone, without her knight. Even with severe wounds, she declined the company of her knight. For this harsh fate, she assumed his responsibility.
What an idiot.
Normally, this would be impossible. The lady should have been sent back and the Fafnir Knight recalled. But she was weak and on the verge of death, and since the knight seemed to have been with her at one time, the door opened. Even I did not know how the ritual would be affected if the lady died after passing the door boundaries. The most likely outcome, I thought, was that the ritual would be halted and the calamity would not be sealed. I was left with no choice but to allow this human, so much more frail than a Fafnir, to become the Black Guardian.
I can see that.
I can understand that lady's feelings. As can I, but it was still a mistake on her part. Her vitality was insufficient to power Ganungagap's system, which began to fail, turning the upper floors to ruins. Only the floors deep underground that acted as the seal remained, and even their state is precarious.
I see.
So she did become the Guardian in my stead. She did. By running from the ritual then and disrupting it now, you are the cause of this, Bertrand. The power of the Black Guardian is lost. The calamity can be sealed no longer. The lasting peace will be broken.
Damn it.
It's my fault that the calamities... Bertrand casts his gaze downward, and the Guardian's words, and his shoulders begin to tremble. It was the calamity that caused this. That's... Luke.
Yes.
I agree wholeheartedly, Sir Luke. I always found it disquieting for peace to require such sacrifice. Certainly there are times when one must stake one's life to protect one's family and loved ones. But the sealing ritual with the Fafnir Knight that has lasted these many years, it is beyond
Please
pale.
listen.
We once met two members of the guild, Esbot. They slaughtered explorers all to protect their sister, who became a monster. The situation, it seems a little different to me. Sacrificing one thing to protect another is a contradiction in terms. Sir Luke's words have shown me that all of this was a mistake from its very inception. Daughter of the Mark, you would claim that my actions were for naught, that this nation should have fallen to the calamity. That is hardly... Wasn't there another way? It's simple to state one's ideals and speak of fanciful hopes. Yet man is powerless before the calamity's overwhelming strength. No human can vanquish that monstrosity. How can you be so sure? I was alive in the ancient times. I knew about what we then called the Yggdrasil Project. As such, I understood full well that the power of the calamity lurking in the Yggdrasil roots surpassed that of man. The Yggdrasil Project was a project meant to save the world, and yet all I know is that it gave birth to the calamity. The only means I could find to counter it was to seal it here in Ganungagap. Him, though, my old research partner who had powers beyond that of man, perhaps he could have done something. Him? Yes, when the Yggdrasil project caused the Earth to become unlivable, there was a faction that escaped to the skies. I am a descendant of those people and the lady who founded Heilagard. Oh, so it's a lady. Alright, so why is all the yeah. My research partner should still be there.
Ah.
And you think this guy can stand up to the calamity? I cannot guarantee it, but he has always taken an interest in the potential of mankind. He has seen how the Yggdrasil project reshaped the world. He must have sought a way to overcome mankind's limitations. You might think of the monsters which live in the forest, such as Scylla and the Flame Demon, as his creations.
No!
What? Really?
If those were his works, then is he the ruler of heaven? Would someone like that help us? I cannot say, but if there is any chance it would lie with him. Luke, last of the Fafnir knights I have given rise to. Seek the help of Heilagard's lady and head for the pinnacle of Yggdrasil. Meet with him, the overlord of that place, and find the means of resisting the calamity. That is my final wish. Having said this, the Guardian suddenly collapses like a marionette whose strings have been cut. Guardian? The woman receives no answer. The area is blanketed in utter silence. The Guardian mentioned the transference of power. I think all her powers are gone.
That's...
Does that mean she's dead?
Sure.
Probably. Bertrand listened to all of this with mixed feelings, but then he bows his head low. The reason she ended up like this is because of a stupid thing I did. Luke, Ariana, the huge burden on you guys is something I forced on you 100 years ago.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Surprised to hear that. I thought you'd hold a much stronger grudge.
While we are together, we cannot
The burden
fail.
is everyone in the Ragnarok guilds to bear. Let us meet this man, this overlord that the Guardian mentioned, and find a way forward.
Sure.
If we can stop the calamity without anyone having to sacrifice themselves, that would be the best possible result.
That sounds good.
No sacrifices. Not Trand or Luke.
You got that right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, everyone, and thanks. But can I ask just a favor? A favor? Can
Let
we
me rest
go
a
back to
bit.
town? My entire body's aching. Something fierce here. Right, we beat him to a pulp. So we did. Let's go treat his wounds. Are you badly hurt? Is there anything I can do to ease the pain? Kid, do me a favor and don't shake me.
Uh-oh.
He's exhausted and he doesn't look so good. Once I'm done some first aid, we should go back to town. As anxious as you all feel, you decide to take the weakened Bertrand back to Heilagard. Well, that was eventful. Indeed.
Come on.
Danger is dangerous.
Okay, jeez. I put the door in the wrong place. Let's save it. And head back to Heilagard.
Let's go back to town.
Feels good to come back here together with everyone.
Oh!
I almost forgot. Welcome back, Sir Luke. Welcome back.
Healing.
I'm glad too, Tran, but you need to rest up first. Let's hurry back to the inn.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess, but the Black Guardian told us to go see Lady Greyjoy first, right? It'd probably be best for us to do that quickly. Could you guys head over there?
You may leave it to me.
Oh, sorry, man.
Thanks.
I'll do it.
You can leave Tran to me. I'll make sure he's
Well.
okay. Guess I'll go along with Bertrand, too. The Duke's Palace just turns me into a bundle of nerves. Let's go, Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Explorers.
So you've come, Ragnarok. Oh? Where are the others? They're resting at the inn. I see. I thought something might have happened. The other day, a violent earthquake occurred centered around Gnungagap. Do you know anything regarding the matter?
May I?
Yes, if we may be frank, something terrible has happened at Gnungagap.
How can this be?
I had no idea events had come to pass. It is the truth. In the end, we were told to request your help in meeting the Overlord.
That is...
Please wait, this is just too great of a decision for me to answer on my own. I will discuss the matter with my father and with Minister Dubois before giving you my decision.
I'm truly sorry.
wants us to rest in town.
Counting on your success.
Well then,
Let's head to the inn first. I'm a little worried as to how Sir Bertrand is doing. You're finally back. Thank God.
my.
Sir Bertrand, what's the matter? You're looking very ill. Relax. No need to worry. I already patched him up. We were just talking, right, Chloe? We were just saying how difficult it was exploring that place with just the four of us.
Whew.
How rough the fight was when we had to go against the old man. God, my back's still aching from that.
Damn it.
How many apologies do you need, kid? Besides, you guys beat the crap out of me too, if you remember.
Everyone here seems
that's
so
a relief.
content.
Really?
Fine, if this is what passes for normal around here. So, did the Lady Greydrill tell you anything new? She told us that she wishes to discuss this with the Duke first. She asked that we return tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Should have seen that one coming. We ought to get some rest then. I'm sure we'll be able to find out something. I mean, Violetta told us we will.
Time for a rest, no?
Yep. I mean,
Do your
what it
best
seems
out
like
there,
is they're just
lovely.
gonna tell me to go explore the labyrinth more. But we'll see.
Explorers.
Thank you for coming, members of Guild Ragnarok. What you told me yesterday, I made sure to tell my father, the Duke. It appears that the time of reckoning has finally come. Therefore, my father has given his permission to tell you of a legend that has been passed down through our family.
I see.
Please tell us.
Might I trouble you?
When the time of the Gnunga Gap ends, the shield protecting the land from the calamity will be no more. However, the knight will be released from the chains of fate that bind them. Seek the Sky Castle with the Fafnir's power. The meeting of the Fafnir Knight and the Ruler of Heaven spells the calamity's end. The Fafnir Knight? That must mean Luke.
Uh-huh.
So that Sky Castle stuff's referring to what's supposed to be at the top of the labyrinth.
Yes.
I believe so. It is said that the Ruler of Heaven has a mysterious power called the Grail of Kings in its possession. It is said to enhance a person's life force and can heal or even resurrect the dead. Perhaps it means that by using this grail, you will be able to destroy the calamity.
Oh, dear.
Sounds a little too convenient for me.
Yes.
Indeed, I have been told that we are to rely on this legend only when we have absolutely no other recourse. Most importantly, the road to the floating castle has yet to be discovered. Nobody can be certain if one can actually encounter the Ruler of Heaven by reaching that
But-
point. It is a possibility it may aid us in preventing the calamity, is it not? And it would mean we wouldn't have to sacrifice Sir Luke or Sir Bertrand. It is not a reliable method by any means, which is why I have not
Please.
made it public. But it is the only method we seem to have. I will be counting on all of you.
I'm counting on your success.
You're in a pretty good mood. We found a new path, did we not? I'm so happy that I get to dance
Right.
for joy. She's right. Neither you nor the old man have to sacrifice yourselves anymore. It's pretty good news if you ask me.
There we go.
That's if we can even make it to the castle in the sky, right? We probably shouldn't be partying just yet. But you're with us right now, Tran, and so's Luke. If we can do this without having to sacrifice somebody's life, that's really, really good news. To the reunion of Ragnarok. Indeed. As Ragnarok, we shall find this floating castle.
Okay, let's go.
Looks like the five of us are going to be exploring the labyrinth once again. We'll find it together,
Got that right.
with not a single person
Come on,
missing.
let's go.
This time I'm going to see it through to the end. This time I'll do it. Yay, that
We
new
didn't
hope
forget to
though.
go somewhere first, right?
Of course.
Um,
Let us depart.
now I will end it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe.
There's something
I'm gonna make
good
my way
here.
to the to where I fought the boss of the third stratum, and from there we'll go on. We'll see what happens. Yeah, though it's getting good. I'm enjoying the story so far, and it's pretty fun. Hope you are as well. Yeah, I'm wondering who this person is. It all stems from the Yggdrasil project. In reality, it's all just connected to these futuristic people in the past that tried to do this thing to save the world and made these monsters across the world that destroyed everything, that will destroy everything. And it's crazy, and I love it, and I can't wait. See you guys later. Bye bye.
答え見えない未来に戸惑って君と僕が